Flashing blue and red lights can trigger a wide range of emotions. If you need an officer, it can be a relief. For many, it results in anxiety and even panic.
Everyone who has a contact with the police wants to have a respectful and professional contact.
Bushy, huh? Goats, sheep, alpacas, llamas.
Lois Pyrie has more than 60 animals.
Oh my goodness! Over there are the peacocks and peahens, the ducks, and this is ducks and chickens. Come on, Taco!
Pyrie's day job wasn't always farming. She used to own a business in downtown Cook until a fire destroyed it in 2013.
I really had no plan. Are you kidding me? All I know is after the fire, I needed a project. So I gave myself a project.
Jay operates one electric shovel out of Mintac's fleet.
Now that fleet of electric shovels is growing, and it could be a sign of what's to come in the future.
So for us, electric is absolutely the future of the mining equipment.
That's Rod Bull with Komatsu. They were part of the electric shovel rebuild at Mintac.
If you look at the machine itself, which we're super proud of, and you see the new paint job, that's exciting as it looks like a brand new machine even though it's over 20 years old. But from an employee perspective, when you see the pride and the time that these guys put into making sure every bit of the quality is spot on, that's the most rewarding part for sure.
As the mine prepares to get the shovels into operation, employees say the investment from U.S. Steel is a good thing for the local mining industry.
All right, this is Forest Officer John Handrick. I am heading to interview Rob Obey, responsible party for the Stony Brook fire.
Okay, so 12. We arrived at Stony Brook.
This is what's left of an old golf cart Alborn Fire Chief Rob Obey and his family blew up on August 14th. The explosion so big it sent one of the wheels flying 180 feet.
How much tannerite did you guys use? Do you remember?
It's 30 pounds.
30 pounds? Okay. It must have been a pretty good boom, huh?
It was one of those go from a hero to a zero like that. Whoa. But it was kind of neat.
More than just the cart went flying that night.
But there was no one ball of fire, and I have a feeling it was probably the fuel tank or something.
So it was an old gas golf cart?
This one is a gas golf cart.
Okay.
The fireball landed in what the Obies say was a swampy area. They thought it would go out. It didn't.
Because everything you see is flammable.
He found a new use for that creativity and craftsmanship.
But I think we should try and make it rain. We'll fire it up, see what happens.
Using lake water, a pump, flagpole, and giant sprinkler head, Yates built his own fire suppression system, spraying water from 40 feet in the air.
I had the opportunity to really think about it for 3 years. And I just conducted thought experiments over and over again. The water goes up the pole and out the sprinkler. It does about one rotation every minute.
So when it comes to this property, you have a sauna, you have a couple of bunkhouses here, you also have the outhouse over there, and of course the cabin and the deck itself. In all, it's just shy of an acre, and the water suppression system covers every last bit of it.
According to TikTok, means a new challenge.
Our principal decided that it was best to get in front of that and let kids know that the next one looked more serious, slapping a teacher, and so he just wanted to let the community know that it wouldn't be tolerated.
School leaders are making it very clear. Students attempting this TikTok challenge will be punished, but the person behind the camera can also be held liable. In response, the district wants parents to help their kids understand harmful actions don't belong in schools.
So a regenerated arboreal forest.
This month, we traveled inside the burn area to see how it's recovering.
You see things revegetating.
This entire area is a story of burnt up past and new growth future. For every torch towering pine, there's a cluster of brand new ones. And this is one of the little talked about benefits of wildfire.
The trees benefit. You get rid of a lot of the trees that are susceptible to insect and disease.
3 candidates are running for Duluth's at-large city council seat: Therese Tamanik, Joe McCord, and Azreen Owl. The city council appointed Tamanik to fill an open at-large seat last year. The business owner in Chaplin wants to expand affordable housing, monitor budgets, and help in pandemic recovery.
Well, I think I bring that wisdom of being a senior citizen, having been involved in business and in the nonprofit sector. I have been involved with my church and Girl Scouts. I was on the Human Rights Commission when we passed the ordinance.
And empty. Central's final class of Trojan seniors graduated in 2011, and the district has been waiting for the right buyer ever since. While some areas of the land have been maintained, others seem to be preserved in history, untouched over the last 10 years. The Hilltop property is listed at $7.9 million, not including the $2 million it would take to demolish the school. It also doesn't include 25 acres the district plans to hold on to relocate their transportation facilities. District representatives say they have come close to deals to sell the school over the years, but none have gone through yet.
Anytime you're thinking about facilities and schools and things that people have such memories in, there's a deep connection. It's important for us to think about that as we're moving forward.
Superintendent John Magus, who has only been with the district since May of 2020, has come to understand the importance of Central High to the Duluth community.
A week's worth of trips canceled, with the possibility the closure could be extended. This is where thousands of trips to the Boundary Waters have been planned, but no amount of preparation could see a closure of this magnitude happening. Zaborski says in his decades of experience as a wilderness guide, he's never seen anything quite like it.
Sort of feel like the owner of a restaurant during peak pandemic closures, except we can't do takeout. And so it's really put the brakes to pretty much everything we do, because 100% of what we do is the BWCA, basically.
Zaborski has been talking to groups about rebooking options, though he's well aware nothing can replace the missed experience. In May of 2007, a campfire ignited the Ham Lake fire.
Here's the latest on the Ham Lake fire. The leading edge of the fire has moved up into Canada now.
It went on to burn 75,000 acres and destroy hundreds of properties.
It was very hard to see these people, they lost so much, and it was very sad to see that.
Bonnie Schutte remembers it well. She worked at Gunflint Lodge and Outfitters during that fire.
Yeah, we were able to evacuate really good and get the guests out. We went around cabin to cabin and was informing the guests that they needed to evacuate just because of how close the fire was to our area.
The Gunflint Lodge survived, but neighboring buildings didn't. Now, more than a decade later, new wildfires threaten the region, so they're preparing once again. If it's needed, the Gunflint Lodge has fire suppression equipment installed across their property. It's a sprinkler system they're testing every day.